You can't see success looking down. When your eyes are fixed on the ground, you miss the opportunities, the vision, the goals that lie ahead. Looking down is a posture of defeat, of giving in. It tells the world you've surrendered to the pressure, the pain, the doubt. But success doesn't live there. Success is forward. Success is up. Success is in the direction of your dreams, not your distractions. You weren't built to walk through life with your head down. You weren't designed to shrink from challenge or back away from greatness. Every time you look down, you're telling yourself a story, one of limitation, of insecurity, of fear. And the truth is, your story is far more powerful than that. Your story is about rising, overcoming, and becoming. When you keep your head up, you remind yourself who you are. You remind yourself that no matter how hard it gets, there's more in you. You find strength you didn't know was there. You see possibilities others can't see because they're still focused on what's behind them, or worse, what's beneath them. But you're moving different, you're locked in, eyes forward, head up. This isn't just about posture, it's about mindset. It's about vision. You can't chase greatness if you're staring at your feet. You can't run your race if you're watching the cracks in the road. Lift your head, see the finish line, feel the fire, let the world know you came to win. You weren't meant to crawl through life hoping something good happens. You were meant to stand tall and take it, own it. Because every step you take with your head up, you're telling your struggle, asterisk, you don't own me. Asterisk, you're telling your fear. Asterisk, you don't define me. Asterisk, and you're telling your future. Asterisk, I'm coming for you. Asterisk, so the next time life tries to break you, push you, bury you, don't look down. Lift your head, lock in, because that's where success lives. That's where your power is. That's where your next level begins. Success requires forward focus. It demands that you keep your eyes on where you're going, not where you've been, not where you are, and definitely not down at your feet. When you're looking down, you're disconnected from the vision. You're disengaged from your purpose. You might be moving, but you're not progressing in the direction that matters. Looking down is symbolic of being distracted, discouraged, or defeated, and none of those things can exist in the same space as success. You can't drive a car staring at the floorboard. You can't cross a finish line if you never look up to see where it is. That's the truth about life and about winning. You have to see it to reach it. Focus is everything. The moment your eyes shift away from the goal, from the reason you started, you start slipping. You start doubting. You start entertaining thoughts that were never part of the plan. That's what happens when you lose focus. But when you keep your head up, when your eyes are locked in on that goal, distractions lose their power. Temporary pain doesn't shake you because you're too busy pursuing something permanent. Failure doesn't stop you because your eyes are on something greater than the moment you're in. Think about the people who have achieved great things, athletes, entrepreneurs, leaders, artists. They all had to endure setbacks. They all had to push through moments when everything screamed at them to quit, but they kept their eyes forward. They knew where they were going, even if they hadn't arrived yet. That vision pulled them. It gave their effort purpose. It gave their pain meaning. And that's the difference between winning and wishing. One has focus, the other has excuses. Forward focus means making a daily decision to align your thoughts, your actions, and your energy with your destination. It means reminding yourself constantly that where you are right now is not the end. It's just a step, and steps only matter if they're in the right direction. Looking down at the ground might show you your current struggle, but looking forward shows you your future. You have to choose which one to focus on. There will be days when it feels easier to look down, to feel sorry for yourself, to count your failures, to stay stuck. But those are the exact moments when you have to fight to lift your eyes. That simple act, choosing to focus forward, can change everything because what you focus on expands. Focus on your obstacles, they grow. Focus on your goal, it becomes real. You don't get to success by chance. You get there by choice, by choosing to see it, believe in it, and walk toward it every day. And you can't do that with your head down. Keep your eyes up. Stay locked in. That's the only way you'll get to where you're meant to be. Posture reflects mindset. The way you carry yourself on the outside reveals everything about what's happening on the inside. When your head is down, your shoulders slumped, and your eyes avoid contact, you're not just physically showing weakness. You're mentally and emotionally agreeing with defeat. It may seem like a small thing, a natural reaction to stress or failure, but it's much deeper than that. That posture sends a message to others, yes, but more importantly to yourself. It tells your brain you're not in control. It signals surrender before the real battle has even begun. You have to understand that success is not just about talent, resources, or timing. It's about attitude. It's about belief. And belief shows up in the way you stand, the way you walk, the way you enter a room. Winners walk different. People who expect great things don't hang their heads low. Even when they're going through pain, even when they're struggling, they hold themselves like they belong. Why? Because posture reinforces mindset, and mindset shapes behavior. This is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's not about faking confidence. It's about deciding that no matter what's happening around you, you will not let it break your spirit. Standing tall, lifting your head, squaring your shoulders, these are choices. They're acts of mental resistance. They say, I'm still here, I'm still fighting, I haven't given up. That physical stance reminds you of your own strength, even when you feel weak. It brings you back into the fight. You can't afford to walk through life looking defeated. If your body looks like it's lost, your mind will follow. That's why posture matters. The outside affects the inside. It's a two-way street. Confidence starts with your thoughts, but it can be strengthened or weakened by how you move. When you stand tall, you breathe better, you think clearer, you feel more in control, and when you feel in control, you make better decisions, you act with purpose. That's how champions are made. Not just in the gym, not just in the office, not just in front of the crowd, but in the quiet moments when no one is watching and they choose to rise instead of shrink. They choose to hold their head up even when everything inside wants to fall apart. That's strength, that's power, and that's available to you. So next time life tries to press you down, when the weight of stress, failure, or fear shows up, you fight back with posture. Don't let your body tell a story of defeat. Let it tell a story of faith, of courage, of a mind that refuses to quit. Because when you carry yourself like a winner, eventually, your reality starts to catch up. Your posture isn't just a reflection of your mindset. It's a weapon to shape it. Use it. You are built for more. That truth runs deeper than your current situation, your past mistakes, or the doubts that crowd your mind. You weren't made to live in fear, to shrink under pressure, or to settle for less than your potential. There's something in you that was designed to overcome, to rise above challenges, to break through limits. But you have to believe that. You have to own that. Because if you don't recognize the power you carry, you'll keep living below your capabilities, thinking struggle means you're weak or failure means you're done. Neither is true. Struggle means you're growing. Failure means you're learning. What matters is that you don't stop. Too often, people talk themselves out of greatness because they think they're not ready or not worthy. They let rejection define them. They let criticism slow them down, but you were never meant to be defined by someone else's opinion or your worst moment. Your value doesn't disappear just because you're going through something. If anything, adversity proves what you're made of. Pressure doesn't break you. It reveals you, and what it reveals is strength, resilience, and potential that was there all along. You have to stop thinking you're just here to survive. You're not here to simply get by, pay bills, and fade into the background. You were made to lead, to build, to create, to impact. There's a purpose to your presence, and every obstacle you face is part of the process that prepares you to walk in it. That fear you feel, it's not a sign to quit. It's a signal that you're standing at the edge of growth. Lean into it. Don't run from it. Growth never happens in comfort. Greatness never happens without resistance. Look back at everything you've already overcome. The heartbreaks, the failures, the silent battles no one else saw, and realize you're still standing. That means something. That means there's a deeper strength inside you, one that life couldn't break, one that setbacks couldn't erase. Don't ignore that. Don't underestimate it. Instead, use it. Let it remind you that you've already proven you're capable of rising. Now imagine what you could do if you stopped holding back. The world doesn't benefit from you playing small. Your family doesn't benefit from you staying in fear. Your dreams don't move forward when you stay stuck. What changes your life and the lives of those around you is when you recognize the power you've been carrying and start using it. Speak up, show up, push forward, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's hard. Because that's where transformation happens. You are built for more. And that's not just motivation, it's truth. It's built into your DNA. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect conditions. You need a decision to rise, a decision to believe in the person you were created to become. The moment you make that decision is the moment your life starts to change. Vision drives greatness. Without vision, you're just moving, going through the motions, reacting to life instead of creating it. Vision is what gives your actions direction. It's what gives your struggle meaning. It's what separates people who wander from those who lead. You don't stumble into greatness. You walk into it with clear eyes and a focused heart, and that can only happen when you're looking ahead, when your eyes are on what's possible, not just what's present. Too many people get stuck because they're focused on what they see right now. They see problems, not potential. They see delays and disappointment, so they assume their dream is dead. But vision is the ability to see beyond the moment. It's the ability to look at your current situation and still believe in your future. That doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means refusing to be controlled by it. You can acknowledge the pain and still chase the purpose. You can feel tired and still keep going. Vision makes that possible. When you keep your head up and your focus forward, you start to see solutions where others only see problems. You begin to notice opportunities that were invisible when you were consumed by fear or shame. Vision opens your eyes to what could be instead of what just is. It lifts your mind out of survival mode and into purpose mode. It makes you more than a person reacting to life. It makes you someone building something with intention. And vision isn't just about the big picture. It's about daily discipline. It's about waking up with purpose, knowing why you're doing what you're doing, even when it's hard, even when it's boring, even when no one is clapping. That kind of vision keeps you grounded in the mission. It helps you say no to distractions and yes to the habits that lead to your next level. Without vision, it's easy to quit, but when the picture of your future is clear, quitting stops being an option. You've got something to aim at, something to fight for, something worth showing up for every single day. Every great leader, athlete, artist, or world changer had to develop vision. They had to see themselves winning before anyone else did. They had to walk like champions before the trophies ever showed up. That's the power of vision. It changes how you carry yourself today because of where you know you're going tomorrow. It brings confidence, direction, and energy to your life. Not because everything is perfect, but because you have a reason to keep pressing forward. So lift your eyes. Stop letting your current struggle steal your future success. Start seeing yourself beyond the storm. Beyond the fear, beyond the failure, hold the vision, let it guide you, let it push you, let it drive everything you do, because when your vision is clear, your grind has purpose, and that's how greatness is born. Mindset is everything. It's the foundation that everything else in your life is built on. Your actions, your choices, your habits, your results, they all begin with how you think. If your mindset is weak, your effort will be inconsistent. If your mindset is filled with doubt, fear, or negativity, you'll never fully commit to your goals. You'll always find a reason to pull back, hesitate, or settle. But when your mindset is strong, when it's locked in on growth, belief, and possibility, you become unstoppable. You don't just survive challenges, you rise through them. Your internal story shapes your external reality. Every single day, you're telling yourself something, consciously or unconsciously. You're either reinforcing the idea that you're capable, resilient, and ready, or you're replaying the lie that you're not good enough, not smart enough, not strong enough, and that internal narrative becomes your life. If you believe you're built for more, you act like it. You walk differently. You speak with more confidence, you take risks, you show up with purpose. But if you believe you're average, broken, or stuck, you'll live that out, even if it's not true. The most dangerous limits are the ones we place on ourselves. Your mindset can either be a cage or a set of wings. That's the choice you make every day. You may not control your circumstances, but you always control your response, and that response is rooted in mindset. Do you see setbacks as signs to stop or as setups for a comeback? Do you let failure define you or refine you? Do you focus on problems or possibilities? The way you think frames the way you live, but mindset isn't built overnight. It's not some one-time motivational high, it's a daily discipline. It's choosing again and again to silence the negative voice in your head and replace it with truth. It's feeding your mind with things that stretch you, that challenge you, that remind you of your worth and your potential. It's surrounding yourself with people who don't just tell you what you want to hear, but challenge you to grow into who you were meant to be. And here's the thing, your environment may not change right away. Your situation may still look the same, but when your mindset shifts, your reality starts to catch up. You begin to notice things differently. You approach problems with creativity instead of panic. You carry yourself with quiet strength, not desperation. People feel it, you feel it, and that momentum builds. Mindset is the secret to longevity. It's what gets you through when the hype fades, when motivation runs dry, when life gets real. Because life will get real. It will test you, but your mindset will either break you or build you, and that power is in your hands. So if you want to change your life, don't start with your schedule or your strategy. Start with your mindset. Tell yourself a better story. Believe in something greater. Think like the person you want to become, because when your mindset is right, your life will follow every single time. Own your journey. Nobody is going to hand you the life you dream about. No one is going to come knock on your door and say, here's your greatness, here's your purpose, here's your success. You have to go get it. You have to take full ownership of your life, your story, your struggles, your victories, your failures, every part of it. Because the moment you do, everything changes. You stop blaming, you stop waiting. You stop wishing, and you start building. Too many people are walking around waiting for someone else to fix their lives, waiting for the right timing, the perfect conditions, or for all the fear to disappear before they take action. But life doesn't reward waiting, it rewards action. It rewards those who take responsibility even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Because that's when ownership matters most, when nothing's going right, when doors are closing, when you're tired and discouraged and no one's cheering for you. That's when real champions rise. They say, this is still my life, and I'm still in charge of what I do with it. Owning your journey means showing up for yourself every single day, no matter what happened yesterday. It means choosing growth over comfort and discipline over drama. It means pushing forward when nobody's watching, when nobody's clapping, when nobody believes but you. That's ownership. That's what separates the average from the unstoppable. It's not talent, it's not luck. It's the decision to stop making excuses and start making moves. And hear this, you are not a victim of your past. You are not the product of your worst day. You are not defined by what they said or what they did or what didn't happen for you. You are defined by what you decide to do next, by how you respond, by how you rise. That's the power of ownership. It turns pain into fuel. It turns failure into focus. It turns fear into action. And when you step into that power, when you own your role in your story, you stop being controlled by life and start creating it. So stand tall, shoulders back, eyes forward, no more looking down, no more shrinking, no more apologizing for your ambition. This is your time, this is your journey, and no one else can walk it for you. Own every step, own every setback, own every comeback, because the life you want, the dream you've been holding in your heart, it's not going to happen by accident. It's going to happen because you decide to make it happen. So don't wait, don't look down, don't play small. Lift your head, lock in, lean forward, because you were made for more. And now is the time to go get it.